this feels. Because when Moksen played in Singapore, sometimes I heard there were 2 people in the cinema. With Kubra, I went to a few screenings, there were about 5, sometimes 7, and I was always relieved when there was more than 2. I was to Mr. Chan, Mr. Cha, I hope there's more than 2. And now this, so God has been very generous. Thank you so much for coming here. So, why did you come to see Moksen? And what made you come to see this? Can someone tell me?
So we watched Moksen and it's better to see. I mean, after what I was prepared to see, and now it made me come to see in person.
So it's a slow build-up. Is it the same for everyone? Is it? Is this my first film for anyone? My first film.
Yes. I think there's more advertising for this film, like more posters, more flyers, and I felt that the synopsis was very interesting.
Yeah, it's responsible for it. So, yes, I think it's well, we have things to learn from this, huh? Yeah. Any other reason why you came for this one?
Yeah, the other day there was a screening of Singapore Malay directors, so I went there and I developed interest in film because I wanted to see local filmmakers.
Are you Singaporean?
Yeah.
You Malay or Chinese?
Very Chinese.
Nowadays you can't tell. Like Sharif Amani. Arab got, Sina got, Bengali got, Indian, Malay. Malay no. Do you have questions about the film? That you want to ask me, like, why the hell did you do that at the end of this scene and stuff like that? I can say everything. I'm just so happy you came here. You can hurl anything at me. I think she will have.
Sorry. I'm just curious about your inspiration for a film like this. How did it come to you?
Before I got married for the first time, I got close to somebody who was brought up as a Catholic, and at some point he became interested in other religions as well. And we nearly got married, and today we're relieved we didn't, because we could have killed each other by now. Because we just became very good friends, and it's very easy to mistake a soulmate for romance. But we didn't get married. I married somebody else. But and I got to know him better, and I found that he, exactly as Rohani said in the film, you know, every time I meet someone who's gone cold on his religion, it's usually somebody he's angry about. You know, so who are you angry about? So and slowly I found out what he was angry about, and when he told me about it, he was shaking. What happened to little Brian is what happened to him. And he used to watch me pray in my Muslim outfit. He used to sit there and watch me like a pervert. And then I found out why. He said, I said to him, hey, hello. Okay, why you stare at me while I'm praying? Then he said, hi, when I was young, I used to fantasize about nuns. As I said earlier on, that's better than fantasizing about chickens. I mean, nuns is they're female. So, at least. So, yeah, so when he watched this film, I figured like, nobody else in the world liked this film. If he saw it, after he saw it, he came to me and with flustered cheeks and watery eyes, he said, thank you for making this. It is such a catharsis for me to watch this on big screen. That was enough of a reward for me already. And now this. So the original thing is him. And I think the film is not about religion. There was one newspaper who said this is not a good film, it's about religion. I think it's about family. I think it's about parents over-punishing their children and children learning to cope with this and trying to forgive them. In fact, I think it's about mothers more than anything else. Nothing to do with religion. Does that make sense? And you had a question?
Well, obviously you're dealing with the question of religion, which is a very sensitive issue in Malaysia. Before that, my question was, why do you deal with it in such a way? But now that you've explained, it's got to do with your own personal experience. So, you kind of answered my question.
And I think Christians and Muslims, very often we use religion as a crutch, more than anything else. We're insecure about ourselves. We don't know whether we can be good, so we curse at people in the name of religion. Because if I curse at you in the name of religion, therefore I'm a good person. You know what I mean? Yeah. If I send you to hell, I might go to heaven. I don't think so. You know what I mean? If I help you go to heaven, maybe I can go to heaven, inshallah. But I don't think I can go to heaven by sending you to hell. And we always use it as a crutch. And I think that the girls and their numbers and their obsession with all these theological things, they were using religion as a crutch to cope with a dark past, more than anything else. The most important thing about them is that they forgive people, everyone who hurt them at the end of every day. That's the most important thing about them. I think that's why they're happy. Not because they know the Tao Te Ching or the Bible or the other. You did my first film, right?
Yes.
Will you watch the next one?
Yes, definitely. Actually, I told myself when I get home, I have to go rent all your previous films. Yeah, I'm really curious now.
Where to get Rabun?
Yeah.
Stefan, buy a copy for them.
The only time we get to watch Rabun is when we watch the other movie inside. There was a scene in Rabun. That was the only time we watched Rabun.
In that scene in Gubra where Rabun appeared on TV, is a scene that the censorship board cut from the TV drama. So I thought, I'm going to put it the whole. Why would? So it's like it's like.
Funny you mentioned that feeling. How much, subconsciously or consciously, the more Malaysia reacts to things like that, the more you feel, I'm a stubborn woman, I'm going to make you even more opulent.
Well, the truth is, my experience, and I tell you this is the truth, Malaysia doesn't react that way. It's 2 or 3 journalists that I know of who got paid by a very big time producer. And when they write, they don't say we have a problem with the film, they write the country has a problem with the film. Malays don't like Yasmin's film because I go to Kelantan where it's supposed to be really strict, and I got women selling cili padi and keriput lekor in the market, wet market, saying, Kubra, bagus cerita. Tapi maaf saya kita tak rompak sebab kita tak ada pengelayang. Which means I'm sorry I had to buy the pirated one because we don't have theatres here. And in my shoots around, I make documentaries around the country and I make commercials around the country, and no rakyat, no citizen has ever said to me, you evil woman. But if you were to read 2 or 3 journalists in the paper, you would think the country has a problem with this woman's film. Malays especially, it's a problem. More. Alhamdulillah, they're fine. So I'm not rebelling against anybody. And why would I go out of my way to rebel against 3 journalists who are getting paid? 4 people to so much energy just to punish 4 people for what? I just want to tell a story. And I don't self-censor.
I have a really trivial question, but
Yes.
I'm just really curious. Is the house really haunted? Because there's a scene where I walked to the lobby and you accidentally kicked the chair, right? But when you came back, the chair was stacked on the table. So, are you doing
I think I think we wanted to give the feeling that, if there was a ghost in this house, it was getting friendly and it wasn't considerate towards him. But if you bend the chair, ma, so I better put it up so you won't bang it again. And when you write with your eyes half closed. You have to write